Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for another events and updates video because we are going to be checking out Sony's State of Play this afternoon, which is supposed to start in just under a half an hour. But I figured I was thinking of doing a channel update and kind of random topic video anyway, but I'm like, well, let's wait until after or at least during the Sony State of Play that had been rumored for the last week or so. And yeah, it is here this week. So, what we are going to expect, I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll talk about that momentarily. Um, as I usually start these channel update videos, thank you to everybody who has been supporting the channel, whether you have been here 10 minutes or 10 years or more, because we've been doing this for a while now. Thank you for your support. I've gotten a lot of nice comments in the YouTube comments below the videos and through Twitter and Blue Sky and even a couple emails here and there. So yeah, it is much appreciated because it's kind of what keeps things going. It's been a little hard the last, I don't know, month or so. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but if you are new to the channel, I might have picked up some new viewers based on my recent MDE presentation video that I did on kind of an overview of game accessibility. I've done some other blind accessible games, low vision spotlight games. Um, but yeah, if you are new to the channel here, I do divide everything up into playlists, so hopefully people can find something that they like. I cover a variety of different things here. As I said a second ago, low vision spotlights, those are more of the games that I play visually with my remaining vision as a low vision, illegally sighted user, as it were. Accessible game spotlights, be they PC, iOS, PlayStation, Xbox. There's playlists for all of those out there, and there are increasingly a number of games that are accessible to totally blind players. Unfortunately, the last year or so has kind of seen a downturn in these games compared to years like 2023 was pretty huge. There were quite a few games that were blind accessible that year, and it was really hard to pick a winner for the Game Awards Innovation and Accessibility category that year. Um, but yeah, other than that, I have assistive technology videos, I have virtual reality and game accessibility videos, VR games, VR apps, VR experiences. Um, my Growing Up Illegally Cited playlist, which I really like. Gives people kind of answers some questions that a lot of people have. How did I get into game accessibility, being an assistive technology specialist, and even covering other topics like education, employment, um, any number of things. I've got about a half a dozen videos in there. My podcast presentations and interviews playlist. I have a lot of fun stuff there. Thank you to everyone who has been inviting me to be on their podcasts or do a video collaboration with them, interview with them. Thank you to Mr. Alan D1, who of course created the Toby Doom mod with his team, and for being on an interview a couple of years ago about that. But I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm really almost wondering, I'm almost thinking, um, it would be kind of cool to do a follow-up interview because I know he's pretty busy right now. We still email back and forth, but like we have Doom 2, Heretic, and Hexen, and I'm not going to say anything definitive, but I've been kind of hinting and suggesting that, hey, these Wolfenstein 3D levels are all right angles, they're flat levels, and if we can find uh, Doom versions of them, because of course there are versions that run in like GZ Doom and everything already. So if we could get permission to basically get that map set and apply the Toby stuff to it, we might have at least 6 episodes of Wolfenstein 3D, hell, maybe even Spear of Destiny. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm kind of pulling for it because, in today's climate, shooting Nazis is kind of a good idea. It's kind of been what I've been in the mood for lately. But yeah, I mean, my podcast presentations and interviews playlist. Um, I mean, just so many other things. I have like some geeky collectibles, my Geek Loot Spotlight series, a couple really cool stuff in there. Check out the Optimus Prime video. I still love that thing. Um, and then I have other projects outside of the channel too. So if you go to illegallyscited.com, I know it's a pathetically basic website, but I have a lot of my like non-video stuff there. So I've done a lot of audio podcast guest appearances and things like that over the last couple of years, and a few other text interviews and projects. And so all of that hopefully should be pretty up to date. I think everything is pretty much up to date on there right now. So yeah, definitely keeping busy. But as I said, in the beginning of the video, thank you to everybody who has been supporting the channel, because it's been kind of a little bit of a rough time. The holidays were fun; they were relaxing and everything. But then the new year came, and I don't know, it just kind of got into a little bit of a funk, and then the absolute chaos that has been, well, what is it, the last 3 weeks or so, um, since the regime change. And I don't get political on this channel very much, if at all. I try to avoid a lot of that because, again, I want to be positive. I want to bring attention to cool technology, cool games, just positive things out there in the world. But, you can't ignore the absolute shit show that's going on right now in the US and in the world. And, to everyone who's not living in the US right now, our Canadian friends and Mexico and the rest of the world, not all of us are batshit crazy like that. I've been to Canada several times, not in the last several years, but for a few years there, I went a few times up to Winnipeg, and yeah, I mean, they're just really nice people. Really, it was really cool to be up there and check out different things. But no, we're not all crazy like that. You know, universal health care. Gee, that would be a novel idea. Instead of all these weird, oh, you're not in this, what is it? What is a stupid medical thing? You're not in network, so your prices are going to be 18,000 times higher than what they would be, and you can't get a thing. Oh, no, I'm not even going to go into all that because it would just drive me crazy. But just everything that's going on, like I said, no, I do not approve of the vast majority of it. I think that, yes, there, of course, even internally, I work for the state, and, of course, there are things where it's like, yeah, this could be optimized a little bit better, or maybe there's a little waste or redundancy, but that's any business. That's not even government. And so, yeah, I'm sure there's money that could be saved, but just to basically completely gut services that help, or, to gut the services that help the vast majority of people, especially people that are, just trying to survive and live paycheck to paycheck, who don't have, it's like, oh yeah, it's easy if you're Elon Musk or Trump or whatever to say, oh yeah, we can get rid of these because I don't need it. I've got my, I'm making $10 million a day in interest, and that's probably lowballing it. Of course, it's not a problem for you, but the rest of us, we live in the real world, and so yeah, what's going to happen as far as the Department of Education goes? I work a lot with transition age students with disabilities, blind, visually impaired, deaf, blind, and so I don't know. What's going to happen with that? Are they going to be funded? DEI. People talk about race and sex and gender and all that stuff, but like, sometimes it's weird because sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't, but disability can definitely be included in that. And I know a lot of people who happen to be on Social Security, which they're really putting their eyeball to as well. And so, I mean, there are people, like I said, there are people who absolutely need it, and that absolutely should not, that service should not go away for those people that need it. But I know a fair few people in my life, not going to name any names, but I think the reason that they really still get SSI is just because they know they can. Like, well, I don't have to go get a job, so I'm not gonna. I'll just depend on everybody else. I'm not saying that a lot of, everybody does that, but I know a fair few people who have that attitude personally. And it's kind of one of my, like I said, I'm all for helping people. That is why I do what I do in my day job, out of my day job, and then some. But to really, mooch and not give anything back, if you have the capacity, because like so a lot of the people that I know, they're smart, they're talented, they're capable. They just like, well, I don't have to, so why should I? I can just have people do stuff for me. But anyway, like I said, if Social Security doesn't get funded as much or gets ripped apart, the people who have paid into Social Security that they have been working for the last how many years and need, they should get the benefits that they paid into. Um, I mean, it's weird. It's like, oh, you cut all some of the aviation stuff, and how many plane crashes have we had now in the last couple through 2 3 weeks? I just saw on Twitter earlier that a frickin' military jet went down. Thankfully, the pilots ejected, but they and got rescued. But jeebus, man, um, that can't be a coincidence. That defund air traffic control and planes crash. I wouldn't want to be traveling. It's like I gotta, I don't want to be flying on an airplane right now until some of this crap gets figured out. Um, I know you can't live your life in fear and not do anything, but geez, like it's pretty. I don't know. Like I said, I'll quit harping on this. Let's get into some fun stuff. But like, I do want to touch on that just because, I'm not gonna be hardcore right or left. I just want to use some common sense, people. Use your brain, think for yourself, and don't just, follow, well, this group says this and that group says that. Um, think about your own interests. That was kind of a weird diversion. I maybe didn't intend to go on as much as I had thought, but, like I said, everybody's thinking about it right now, so I may as well at least try to say something. I could go into a lot more detail, but I really don't want to, and I'm not going to. So yeah, just because of that, and just I don't know, just a few other things that have been going on. It's funny because, as I've said in other videos, I record things ahead of time. So I might, like this past weekend, I literally recorded, I think 9 videos. I think I did 4 spotlight game videos this last weekend, and then I did a full 5-part playthrough of Butcher's Creek. I covered the demo version of that not too long ago, and then even more recently, I covered I did a spotlight on the 1.0 version of Butcher's Creek, which I absolutely love. And so I just keep thinking about the game, and I wanted to play it again. And I'm like, well, if I play it again, here's an excuse to record it. And I've got a poll out on Twitter right now, and it looks like Save It for Later is winning, last I looked. Because it is kind of got this really creepy horror type vibe, even though there's like a lot of melee combat. It's one that now I have stocked up for if I can't think of too many other things. I've got a cool series for Halloween in October. But I record videos often well ahead of time because, if I get sick, if I'm out of town, if I'm just in a funk, I honestly, I was looking at my videos that I've uploaded on my channel dashboard, and it was like, wow, I've only uploaded like very few videos in the last 2-3 months, so I'm glad I have this backlog. But I would say about a week and a half ago, I kind of started getting back in the creative mood again. There were some games that I really wanted to play. I think Butcher's Creek and a couple other ones really kind of helped me. I'm like, oh, I really got sucked into that. Um, and there's just been a steady stream of games coming, and it's not going to stop. Like February, March, and then you got the Nintendo event in April. Who knows when the Switch 2 is going to come out? We got Doom in May. Yeah. Looking forward to all of that. I mean, look at this. Like my backlog here, I literally just installed. I've got an arcade football game that I want to look at because I want to have some fun football now that the season's over. I've got a Melee first-person game. I've got a demo of some other first-person thingy that I'm not sure. I've got so many things already in my backlog, and then that's, like I said, that's not even counting what is coming out. I want to play Kingdom Come. What the heck is it called? Kingdom Come 2, basically. Because it sounds like it's a lot more polished than the first one. A little bit easier to get into, but still very, very mechanically deep. And yeah, it could be, I don't know, it could be really cool. We have Avowed coming. We have South of Midnight. We have, there's another one that I just saw that's coming out in March that I forgot completely about, that I can't remember. There are all these just super long games, and so between all the indie stuff that I play, I don't know when the hell I'm going to find time to play all these big open world or RPG or both, or all these different just ginormous games. And I'm glad that Microsoft is kind of getting behind some of this stuff too, because they've been really not really slacking, but they bought up all these companies, and then they had the layoffs, and it's like, well, when are they going to start producing? When is this gazillions of dollars going to start paying off? And it sounds like it is starting to, because they had some goodwill with Indiana Jones. I still haven't gotten a lot further into that. There's a couple of Xbox Live or Game Pass games that I want to check out. I haven't downloaded that Ninja Gaiden 2 Black yet. I got to look at that because I love the original. Ugh, so many things. And then on top of that, I have to go to bed early tonight because I work tomorrow, but I am absolutely waking up early to watch Cobra Kai Season 3, Part 3, the finale, the series finale. As excited as I am about it, like, I want to see it really bad, but at the same time, like, I want it to keep going because I love the series, but I know it's probably good to go out on a high note instead of having a series just run into the ground. There's been plenty of series that I've loved that the final season or the final few episodes have just been bad. So, yeah, I'll be watching that right away, bright and early tomorrow morning. We have Dungeon Crawler Carl, the 7th book in the series. It's like 14 freaking hours long on Audible. Awesome narrator. If you have not checked out this series, it's like a goofy fantasy type series. Just look it up. It's really funny. If you get the Audible version, the narrator on them is fantastic. The Kindle book has been out for like a month or two already, but I'm like, no, I love the narrator. I want to read it, but I'm going to wait for the Audible version. So when I finally get time, probably won't be till near the weekend. I got to check that out. We got my Steam backlog. We've got all this other stuff, so who knows? So Sony, we've heard from Microsoft. We know that Nintendo's going to do more of their announcement stuff in April. we've been hearing little leaks about, oh, the mouse cursor thingy for the Joy-Cons are going to be, that's seeming to be all but confirmed at this point. The latest thing we've kind of heard about is, oh, you can flip kind of like how you can flip your phone either way landscape. And so, if the headphone jack, do you want it on the top? Do you want it on the bottom? You can flip and slide the Joy-Cons either way, supposedly. So, I don't know. Still don't really know what games we're getting other than Mario Kart. I'm sure Metroid Prime 4. Maybe a 3D Mario. I would love to see. I would love to see some of their lesser used series, shall we say? Or I'm trying to think of the word. Less frequent series. There we go. Like, I would love to see a new Punch Out, or even bring frickin' Punch Out Wii. Take the stupid motion control or the cursor menu out of it, and even release that. I would put some new boxers, put some new modes in there or something. I'd be okay with that. Give us frickin' Wind Waker HD already, please. But Sony, what are we gonna see? We've had all of these different live service cancellations. Howdy, that is loud. Turn that down for now. Okay, 8 minutes it looks like. But we've had all of these cancellations of live service games, and I know there's that, what was it, that samurai game that I think is still on my wish list on Steam when it came to PC not long ago, that I haven't played, but there's a sequel to that coming. They'll probably show some of that. Other than maybe having like a 15 to 30 second trailer tops, I don't see them. I wouldn't really want them to concentrate on The Last of Us 2 PC port. We already know it's coming. We already know it's in April. They'll probably say something about The Last of Us TV series Season 2, which I believe is also in April. It'll start there at some point. But, everyone's been talking about, oh, these Bloodborne fan project sites have been forced to be taken down. Sony has gone after some of these creators and saying, hey, let's put a cease and desist on those. So part of me I never gotten to play Bloodborne because I didn't own the system at the time, and I played Dark Souls a little bit. I played, I think, Demon Souls a little bit. I suck at them. They're cool, and maybe if I was back in college and had all day to screw around, yeah, maybe I would play and get good at them, but there's too many other things that I'm like, I'm not going to bash my head against a brick wall for the next however long to get through one of those games. But I want, every game series or game has its fans, and I just, people have been wanting it forever, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like, dude, just release it and then people can shut up about it. There's the Silk Song thing. Everyone's wondering when that's going to be. Is that going to be maybe a Nintendo Direct thing? Could that come out? Could that be shown here? Honestly, I don't really know what to expect. I'm guessing there'll be some sort of live service thing. We know there's the marathon. That's not the way that I really wanted that to go, because they've released I don't know if they're still all free, but like all of the original marathon games, you can get them free on Steam now. I picked them up late last year. Haven't gotten around to playing them, but I remember playing the Xbox Live arcade version of Marathon 2 Dirndl, or however you say it. So, we might get something on the Marathon game that's supposed to be some sort of multiplayer live service thing, which, again, that's not really what I want. I don't think that's what anybody really wanted. Everyone's, everybody already has their 1, 2, 3 different live service games that they play. So unless it's like something super stellar or something super unique or both, it's going to be really hard to divert attention away from all that. So I don't know. What else could Sony show? I mean, there could be some surprises. I hope that there are some surprises, because the Microsoft Direct, was it late last month or early this month? Hell, I can't remember. That was a really solid showing, and they didn't even show Perfect Dark. They didn't show Fable. They didn't show any new Forza thing. Oh, speaking of Forza Horizon, was it 3 or 4 or something? Forza Horizon 4 they said that's already coming to PlayStation, so we'll probably see some teaser about that, some trailer or some sort of like, oh, we're happy to be partnering with Microsoft and Sony and blah 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 blah, whatever. That'll probably be a thing. But yeah, since I covered the Microsoft one, and since I will probably cover the Nintendo one if I can, I figure I'm not going to stream them, but I'll record them, and that way I don't have to write everything down and just babble with my post-event thoughts. I wouldn't mind doing that as much if I had someone to bounce it off of, but try to make it more interesting for people watching the channel. And we are 3 minutes away, so we got this little kind of blue and white and black circle kind of clock countdown thingy here, and it doesn't look like we are going to get any. We are not going to get any audio description. Xbox did great. They had a really good, really well done audio descriptive version of their stream. I'm kind of surprised with how Sony has been kind of championing accessibility with their first party titles, that they wouldn't do that. So if there is one and I just missed it, I apologize. But I did put a call out on Twitter early this morning and Blue Sky just to see if anybody knew if we were getting anything for audio description. So I might pause, like, if we get a title or a release date or something and I can't quite read it, maybe I'll pause it, maybe I won't. We'll see how it happens. I'll just kind of improvise here, wing it. If something looks really interesting but I couldn't catch the name, maybe I'll pause it, but I don't want to interrupt it too much if I don't have to. Hence the helpful, even for low vision, audio description can be helpful, because they go by those stupid titles and release dates so fast, and a lot of the fonts in those title screens are so stylized that even if they're large, they're hard to read, at least for me right away. So we are 1 minute and 32 seconds from launch here. So let me go ahead and crank it up a little bit more. And then I'll full screen it here. Turn my headset down a little bit. Hopefully this won't be too loud, but it should be okay. But yeah, what are we gonna get? It said it's supposed to be about 40 minutes. So, that's plenty of time. I don't know if they're going to do I like how Microsoft did their, let's take a deep dive into 4 games and focus on ones that are coming out very close in the near future. I like that. You can have your summer game fest where you kind of announce things a little further out, but these type of events, I think it is helpful to focus on things that we're going to be playing soon, and especially since, again, I really don't know. Ghosts of Tsushima is the one I was thinking of. Was it Ghosts of Yote or something like that? The sequel? Alright, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we get? RP to M. Alright. We got our blurb of text. Oh, right, Monster Hunter. Okay, yeah, Capcom. I saw Capcom, and of course they would cover that here. Yep. I want to like these games. I love the idea of them. I just don't have the patience or even the time, I feel like, to get really good at these. And it would really help to have menu narration for the... It would really help to have menu narration for all, like, the menus and skill trees and weapon and item screens. That would otherwise just super tedious. I mean, it's action-y. You know, you're fighting these big boss creatures. I would love to see some accessibility come into these games, especially text-to-speech menu narration. Nav assist a little bit.
Stand witness to how its existence unfolds.
It's coming out in, like, what, March, I think? I mean, it's coming out on everything. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds. And... didn't say the date. I think it's like March... mid-late March or something. Spring 2025. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Oh, February 28th. I was wrong. Shnikes, yeah. Okay, so a whole bunch of pre-order bonuses and stuff, probably.
皆さんこんにちは。モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの辻本です。無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モンスターとして、
This
玉
is
三つが決
where
定いたしました。
audio description
こ
would
の
be
他にも
helpful.
タ
I
イトルア
can't
ップ
read
デ
the
ート第1弾で
subtitles.
追
Sorry,
加される
guys.
コンテンツはまだありますが、詳
Or if
細
they
は
would at least
改めて
voice
お
over
知
them
ら
like
せしたいと
Nintendo
思っており
often
ます。
does.
本作は発売後に数回のタイトルアップデートを予定しています。タイトルア
Yeah,
ップデート
Monster
計画
Hunter
について
stuff.
は追ってお知らせしますので、今後の情報にご期待ください。2月28日の発売まであと少し。皆様に楽しんでいただけることを心よりお待ちしております。
You gotta put some backdrop on
本日の
those
発表は以
subtitles,
上となりま
man.
す。
You got a
引き
white
続きステートオブ
background
プレイをお楽しみください。
outside of the guy there. Those are bad contrast. Sega, okay.
Forged to unleash vengeance. More than a weapon, it is the soul of a shinobi.
Yep. Oh, this. Oh shit, we're getting a is this a shinobi?
No obstacle can stand in their way.
A 2D? Oh, is this like a Metroidvania?
Soaring where others
Shinobi?
would
That
not
would
dare.
kick ass. We're already getting a 2D Ninja Gaiden this summer.
Striking with lethal precision.
Cool. I like the art style.
Each weapon a tool.
I hope they...
Each tool a part of the
Yeah,
whole.
this looks cool.
This is the mastery of a shinobi.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely like a, what do they call it, search action or Metroidvania game.
The legend continues.
Okay. I didn't get to see when that was, but... Okay, 2D Shinobi. I'm into it. I'm sure that'll be on Steam and everything else. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, what is this? Oh, an arcade racer. Almost like a kart racer. Mario Kart definitely needs some competition. It looks good. Oh, this is... Oh, of course. Okay, yeah, I was thinking, okay, I saw it now. Yeah, this is that Sonic... continuation of, like, the Sonic All-Stars games. I don't remember if I covered any of those on the channel. I played the first one a fair bit. Meant to play the second one. I don't remember if I did. Okay, yeah. I hope Ryu's in there again. I think one of them had Ryo Hazuki in him on his motorcycle. Yeah, okay, yeah. Sonic Racing. Okay, yeah. Does it say when? Wish list now. Okay, and that'll that'll be coming to everything too, because I think I own the first two on Steam.
Break free. Become unbound from the laws that govern reality. To turn the gears of time once again.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds as their fates begin to intertwine.
Not sure what this is. Probably some JRPG or something.
The battle to alter destiny begins. Embark on a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras. The anomalies, known as Digimon.
Oh. Alrighty, a Digimon game. Got it. I never got into Pokemon or Digimon. Maybe I was just too old for them.
Together.
Maybe it's all the text and everything again in those types of games.
That transcends time.
Okay, Digimon story. Huh. Okay, I mean, not my jam, but hey, you know, if people are into it, cool. 2025. No real date.
大家好，我是《输入之魂》的创作者杨斌。从一名独立开发者到今天与 PlayStation 携手，这一路走来已历经10年。
A lot of
《输入之
announcements
魂
in》the
结合
first
了流
9
畅爽快的
minutes.
战斗体验与丰富多样的世界设计，玩家将在
We
各
got
具风
another
格的
half
场
hour to
景中
go.
探索，面对充满个性的敌人，同时与有趣的角色互动，逐步揭开精彩的故事。接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，
Sorry, dude,
并
can't
正式确认
understand
游戏的
you.
发布日期。
Alright, what are we getting?
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world.
Where do I know that voice?
A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders,
Who is that
dream
voice
ends.
actress?
is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
This might have been at another event.
Laser, we will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together.
This seems vaguely familiar to me. Oh, I wonder if we'll get more on that Naughty Dog game, that space one that people are having a shit fit
power
about.
within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled.
I want to know more about that. Third person action, a lot of like flying around on
Let
some
me
sort
be
of...
your vengeance. The blade in your hand.
It's action-y, looks cool. feel like I've seen this before, but I can't place in what game this is.
You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Lost Soul Aside. What the hell? I don't... Okay. I don't know what the hell that game is. But, could be cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson. We've got several updates today from partners around the world,
Hey,
starting with news from the Like a Dragon series. First up, a playable demo of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii arrives on PS5 this Friday.
I really wish these had better in-world navigation.
Players can try out 2 battle styles, including Goro Majiba's new Sea Dog style, as well as engage in naval battles at the Pirates Coliseum.
I want to play these Yakuza games. Especially the real-time ones that are more like Shenmue.
Sega and Mint Rocket joined forces in Ichiban's Holiday, a new crossover DLC coming to Dave the Diver. Ichiban Kasuga and other Like a Dragon characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style, all while perfecting new recipes at Bancho Sushi. Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4.
Okay.
The Splitgate 2 alpha begins February 27th on PS5.
This looks cool.
Use portals and futuristic physics to dominate the arena.
This
and
looks
play a new
neat.
24-player mode where 3 teams compete on a massive map.
I never got a chance to try the original, but I've seen gameplay of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm here to give you
WWE.
an exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise. Introducing the Island.
Is it going to be stupid QuickTime
With the Island,
events everywhere
players enter
again?
an online environment filled with WWE-themed landmarks, quests, live events, and shops with up to 50 other players at a time.
Oh, okay, so they're doing the Street Fighter
Island also
6
offers deep customization,
thing. Okay.
giving players the chance to personalize their My Superstars like never before.
Okay. I haven't been following
As the
this, so I
first
didn't
of
know
its kind for the
this
franchise,
game would have that.
The Island is not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future.
Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Island.
I would love to see more accessibility in this game and move away from all the stupid QuickTime events for counters and shit. I really dislike that. I tried some version I got a code for a couple of years ago, and I wanted to try it. I'm not into wrestling that much, but I like the games.
From Gearbox. And I'm Randy from Gearbox, and you know why we're here. We're here for you. Are you ready? It's 2025, and every day we are getting closer to the launch of Borderlands 4. Let's go!
Okay, I'm kind of curious what this is going to be like. Would love to see menu narration for all these stats and you get all the guns. Just showing a lot of first-person gameplay. Melee, okay. Yeah, it looks like Borderlands. I played 1, 2, and then Handsome Jack, and then I kind of fell off after that. Okay. Borderlands 4. 2025 wish list now. Okay, so we don't have a date yet.
So much fun. I want more.
Well, we got a bunch of gameplay.
Borderlands 4 is going to break free for its special state of play this spring, focused exclusively on Borderlands 4. We're diving deep, you guys. Join us. Borderlands 4, state of play for combat, vault hunters, action skills, exploration and discovery, everything. You're going to see more guns than you can even count. All on PlayStation 5, but Randy, do you have anything else for us?
I think I do, Randy.
Well, what is it? Don't hold out on me, Randy.
Borderlands
I'll
2,
keep
the
you,
movie.
baby bird. Who wants a launch date for Borderlands 4? This Randy.
That could work.
Borderlands 4 launches worldwide for everyone on September 23rd, 2025.
Okay, seems about, yeah, it seems like a good place for it.
Spring.
All right, September. Yeah, that seems like a good time to launch that. EA, okay.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I really don't do small talk. Nice to meet you, too.
This seems familiar,
so
too.
You want to go through more of your crazy stories? My crazy stories? But how are we supposed to get out of here if we don't start
Yeah, I can't
trust
read
each
all
other?
this
I don't
text
need
that's
your
zooming
trust.
by, so we're missing
I
stuff.
kind of need yours. 2, 1,
I took inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
Oh, is this that co-op only game?
I based the story around my dad.
This
All I can
company
do
that
is
makes all these
write this
games you
silly
can't
story.
play single player.
We'll face it together. We got this.
Yeah, that art thing. Yeah, okay, I think I know what this is. I can't remember the name of it.
I wrote it when I was a kid. What sort of devil child were you?
Yeah. This is that co-op one where you have to have 2 players.
I did not sign up for this. Brace yourself, Zoe!
That's probably coming out pretty soon. They might have even said the date before that, but I don't remember. Right, Split Fiction. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I knew we had seen that before. Oh, was this going to be... What is this?
Status report. Looks like it penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either. What is that?
You feeling all right?
My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
I saw this somewhere too. This might have been at the Game Awards last year.
Lord have mercy.
It is crazy how realistic or how good these games are starting to look.
We can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
Oh, interesting.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Kind of a twist on the thing. Okay, what was that? 80 Directive 8 or 20 yeah, 8020 Directive, okay. October 2nd, okay. That could be interesting. I would be potentially, I wish we would have saw gameplay more, so I knew what the hell that was.
Let me explain the situation. One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing, leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse.
I thought it was Power Wash Simulator with that van.
Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us. It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning.
Five Nights at Freddy's crap, I think.
But non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death or dismemberment. We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident. But just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
Huh?
Back to work.
Kind of got this cartoony vibe to it, but dark. Got all these weird mascots. Oh, okay. Secret of the Mimic. Okay. Oh, 6/13/25. Okay.
Greetings from Moonhood. We're the creators of the Midnight Walk, cozy horror game created entirely in clay, where you will journey down a nightmarish highway riddled with terrors that want to devour you and your little lantern creature, Hawk Boy. Together with your little friend, you must outsmart these terrors and bring back fire to this mad world we've handcrafted for you. So please enjoy this short gameplay preview.
Okay, I remember, yeah, they showed like a teaser of this, I think, at the Game Awards.
The burnt one woke from a deep slumber.
Fire? I'd almost forgotten how it felt. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain.
That's cool though, how they do like they did the claymation thing to make it look that way.
Close your eyes to make things clear.
Kind of a part shooter. Huh. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. I am curious though. Pre-order now. Fair enough.
Special thanks to Klaus and Olaf for that updated look at the Midnight Walk. Up next, a quirky new adventure from Konami.
Oh, I'd love to see another Castlevania now that they brought all those DS and GBA games.
In Darwin's Paradox, you play as Darwin, a clever octopus who finds himself dumped near a highly suspicious food processing center.
Right,
Use Darwin's natural camouflage and inking skills to escape the facility and save the world from aliens.
Nah. Okay. 2D game.
We're excited to reveal a brand new title from Koei Tecmo Games and Omega Force. Warriors Abyss, a roguelite spin on the Warriors franchise.
Huh. Oh wow, it's like way zoomed out. Almost kind of like, not quite
Descend
a Diablo.
Call on powerful allies.
Isometric thing going on.
And experiment with tons of playstyle
So
combinations
many
to send the
dudes.
enemy
16
hordes
million? What they said? Jeebus.
A roguelite hell awaits when Warriors Abyss launches on PS5 and PS4 later today.
Oh. Wonder if that'll come to PC too.
For whom are you working? I won't forgive you. Prepare yourself!
A PS2-era classic returns with Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny.
Oh yeah, forgot they announced this.
Capcom is enhancing the original game with HD graphics and a host of quality-of-life features.
I never got to play
fine-tuned
these
analog
back in the day. I
controls.
always wanted to.
Immerse yourself in Jubei's hard-boiled journey and fight
Problem
through a world of
is,
turmoil alongside
I
trusty
think they had the
allies.
fixed camera angles like Resident Evil to a degree,
Onimusha
didn't
2
they?
Samurai's Destiny comes to PS4 on May 23rd and will be available for pre-order later today.
Okay. Onimusha,
Looking to
that's fine.
2026, let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha Way of the Sword.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did announce that, didn't they? Yeah, so we're getting some stuff that's a little further off in this, or this state of play. Some closer releases, but. Okay. I mean, it looks really nice, but let's see some slashing. I want to see some gameplay, dagnabbit. Uh-oh. Hope it's not just in Japanese. Hope we get an English dub, or I'll be sad. Okay, you got little bits of gameplay snippets in there. Could be really cool. Again, I just hope that the story will be dubbed so that we can understand it if we are visually impaired. Onimusha. That's on the we'll wait and see category. Well, we gotta wait a while for that one. Anybody guess as to whether we're gonna get a GTA
Colonel, tighten
teaser?
the security on this place.
I doubt it.
He's coming here. I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
That's some cool music.
What's the story between you and
Right, I forgot about Metal Gear.
She was like a mother and my master.
Yep. To me, that's always going to be Snake.
Do you hear me, Snake? We are the sons of the boss.
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive.
A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here.
I don't think we have a release date for this yet, do we?
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us.
Turret sequence. A lot of cutscene versus gameplay here. Yeah, the Metal Gear Solid Delta, yeah. Oh, okay, 820. Huh, okay. Seems fair. Huh. What the hell? Huh.
When the fury of emotions sparks the wildfire of violence, it dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
Sure what this is.
I stood in the home I was born in.
We got 10 minutes about
the connection.
Epsilon 11, sound off. Where are my men?
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
What happened here?
Third person.
Hatred and lots of it.
Impossible.
Not a lot of gameplay.
We must continue. We've begun to uncover.
Okay, we got a very tiny couple of snippets there. I should know what this is. Oh, Hell is Us. Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, I still don't exactly know what that is.
How can it be winter all of a sudden?
to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far, far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
I'm not sure what this is.
We're looking for someone.
It's weird, though.
Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
Bow and arrows, swords.
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life.
I mean, it looks action-y.
Not again.
Oh, that's that Lies of P overture. Okay, huh. Okay, sure. Pixel Junk. Okay, what's this Pixel Junk game gonna be? I never really played much of these. I just there's like Monsters, Eden, and I lost track how many Pixel Junk games there were. And people like them. I just haven't really been into the genres that they've done so far. This is third person.
We don't know where our children will put down roots.
Very trippy looking. I don't know how to describe this art style. I have no clue what the hell this game is. Certainly looks weird enough, though. Dreams of another. Okay. Dreams of another. Wait, when did it? Oh, wish list now. Oh, coming 2025. Okay.
皆さんこんにちは。Qゲームスのクリエイティブディレクターのバイオンです。
I'm guessing one or two more.
ドリームオブサナザーはいかがだったでしょうか。破壊なくして想像はないというテーマの
One
も
or
と、
two
ドリ
more
ームオブサナ
games
ザーでは
before they
シュー
wrap
ティング
up.
ゲームの常識を覆す体験ができます。武器で傷つけたり破壊するのではなく、抽象化している散らばった世界を具体化して想像することができる。
Yeah, I wish I could understand what you're
本
saying.
作では
Dude.
ポイントクラウドというテクノロジーを採用し、プレイヤーは幻想的な夢の世界へダイナミックな変化を与えることができます。 今年 PS5 登場予定で、本日からウィッシュリストへの追加ができます。ありがとうございました。
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani, and I'm excited to share even more PlayStation news in today's show. Days Gone Remastered, the definitive version of Ben Studios' post-apocalyptic open-world epic, comes to PS5 with VRR support and PS5 Pro support.
Okay. I think I own the PC version of that
content
now.
like permadeath and speedrun modes, an enhanced photo mode, new accessibility features, and Horde Assault.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I
survival
see high
arcade
contrast?
Photo mode, new accessibility features,
I
and
do.
Horde Assault. A survival
blue.
arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh way to experience Days Gone.
Ooh, are these accessibility
and if you
features
purchase
coming
Days
to
Gone on
PC?
PlayStation 4, you can upgrade to a digital version of Days Gone Remastered and get all the content and features for $10.
That's not so
Days
bad.
Gone Remastered launches on PS5 April 25th.
Okay. I want to know if that's coming to PC
New
because
DLC is coming to Stellar Blade this June. The sci-fi action game is partnering with Goddess of Victory Nike on a new boss battle, collectible dolls and stickers, plus
there's rumor
a
of
new
this coming to PC too. I know I have a
Both the Nike
PS5,
DLC
but
and the PC version of Stellar Blade launch this June.
Oh, there you go.
We've got some great PlayStation Plus updates
There
today,
you go,
starting
June.
with game catalog titles arriving on February 18th.
But it's easier for me to
Star
record
Wars
PC
Jedi
than it
Survivor,
is
Top Spin
PS5.
2K25, and launching in a game catalog, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, from the
Okay.
creators of Life is Strange.
Another Jedi game, yeah.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts?
In this episodic adventure, players will join 4 high school girls living through the defining summer of their lives. What begins as a tale of friendship will eventually blend reality, dreams, and the unknown into a dual timeline narrative.
What was this one again?
The first episode of Lost Records Bloom and Rage arrives February 18th, with the second episode arriving in April.
Okay.
We're also excited to confirm 2 unique indie titles that will launch into game catalog later this year. Explore a mysterious mansion and blueprints, a genre-bending architectural adventure.
Oh, this looks neat. Ooh.
Every door is a new decision as you build out a sprawling manor with 45 shifting rooms, adding layers of strategy, puzzles, and exploration.
I suck at puzzles, but this looks cool.
Blueprints launches day 1 into game catalog this spring.
Okay.
Abiotic Factor is a 6-player survival crafting game from Playstack and Deep Field Games.
I've heard of this.
Stranded miles beneath the surface, you and a team of scientists must craft ingenious gear and traps to outwit your enemies and make this bizarre underground complex your new home.
Okay, you got some first-person shooter elements.
Abiotic Factor will be available in game catalog when it launches this summer.
Okay.
Now let's get a sneak peek at games coming to the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog.
Oh.
Coming soon are the first 3 Armored Core titles from the original PlayStation.
Okay.
Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master of Arena.
People will love that.
Meanwhile, Patapon 3 slides its way into the Classics catalog next week.
All right.
No one knows how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left.
Not sure
was
what
a
this
fatal
is.
mistake.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled.
Damn.
But wishes come at a price.
To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
Some kind of third-person thing from what I can gather. Beyond that, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Okay, third-person hacky slashy, okay.
Holy Grail. Blood.
Nah.
This is a feast only for the king. Can't escape from your doomed fate.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.
Alrighty. Tides of something. Tides of Annihilation? Okay. Wish list now.
The table is dead. It exists no more.
I don't know. Could be neat. I'm guessing this has got to be our last. Because we're getting down to it here. Okay, first person shooter.
How do you feel?
Oh, is this going to be marathon?
Is something bothering you?
Just some noise in my core.
What is this? This is a shooter.
Deep down in the depths of Vulcan, You must retrieve the Architect's core.
They will send everything they have to stop us.
Looks pretty fast-paced. Got some jumping, looks like made of a grappling hook or something. Got some abilities and guns.
But the path
and
we walk demands the extreme.
I remember you.
Run away.
This could be interesting. Metal Eden. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Huh.
My memory's still a bit blurry. Remember this.
Diaz! Showtime!
I have these gaps inside my head.
Satellite gives us a 10-minute window. You made it.
Not sure what this
That's
is.
just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. Wait for me! I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. After what you did, we should have left you in the desert.
This is not the first time we've had a fatal error with your tech. Yes, make it stop! Make it stop!
Looks intriguing, whatever the heck this is.
I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
Was that like an EMP? What was that? Oh. Summer 2025. Mind's Eye game.
Hello, I'm Leslie Benzies, director of Mind's Eye, Builder Rocket Boy's new action-adventure set in the fictional city of Red Rock, where AI and human greed collide to bring Earth to the precipice of collapse. All captured on PlayStation 5 Pro. We're now proud to share some gameplay footage with the explosive combat and high-octane driving that you can expect on PlayStation 5 later this year.
Okay. Would love to see accessibility in this, because this does look kind of intriguing. That was a problem with like Watch Dogs for the most part. Legion started doing it okay. They had some good stuff in there, but
What's going on in there?
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her.
a lot of aiming. That has part aiming down sights. Got some. I'm trying to see how easy it is to see the crosshair.
Proceeding on foot.
Yeah. It looks cool.
Search and rescue.
I really hope. This looks pretty rad. Mind's Eye. I would like to learn if there's going to be accessibility features in that, because I would kind of like to play that. Okay, so we got a Sony PlayStation Studios logo.
It always comes back to this.
Okay, what's this going to be? Dude laying in the water, or on the shore.
This world, this moment, this choice.
He looks like he's ready to throw down. Big ass gun.
Every time the sun dies, madness reigns.
Then everything begins again. But after every death,
reaching out.
I always come back stronger.
What in the hell is that monstrosity?
I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Saros? What the hell is that? That's probably not going to be for a long ass time. Huh. No gameplay. 2026. Uh-huh.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. We are thrilled to announce that our latest game, Saros, is launching next year on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro. Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay-first experience. It's a new single-player IP that builds on Returnal's award-winning third-person action.
Okay.
You play Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli. Arjun is a powerful enforcer searching for answers on a hostile, shape-shifting planet haunted by an ominous eclipse. All of us at Housemarque can't wait to share more about Saros, with our first look at gameplay coming later this year.
I'm intrigued. I want to see what this gameplay is like. I kind of hope it's not bullet hell like what that other game was, because I'm not very good at those. Is that it? Thanks for watching. Huh. Interesting. That's all she wrote. I mean, I guess, you know, that big unveil. I don't know. I guess I was sort of expecting. They didn't show Forza. They didn't show anything about that space game that I can't remember the name of from Naughty Dog. I mean, I'm sure that's a ways off. I mean, I'm sure that's at least 2026, 2027 at the earliest. It was a solid show. I mean, they had a lot of games. They really didn't waste any time. There wasn't any fluff. It was pretty much 45 minutes straight through, 48 minutes straight through. So I like the Shinobi thing. I'm hoping that there are dim background options because, you know, a lot of these 2D games, they look so good now, but the backgrounds are so vivid that it's kind of hard to distinguish between foreground and background. But we got a lot of third-person action-y type games. We got a Digimon thing, which meh, whatever. Not a lot of JRPGs from what I could tell. Like, you know, Sony's where you find a lot of, I guess that's kind of going over to Nintendo more, with the JRPGs and the farming sims. I don't know. I mean, a lot of these games look solid. There's plenty of them that I want to play. There's plenty that I think are going to come to multi-platform. I'm sure that Sony's still going to have a lot of their big solo stuff, at least PS5 exclusive to start with. Yeah, I mean, Monster Hunter, that's coming soon. But again, that's on almost everything, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think of like what really jumped out at me. Like the final game I was intrigued about. You know, no gameplay, but I'm curious what that's going to entail. That open world, the one right before that, the one where you're shooting and driving, and that third person one that's Summer. I forget again. I can't remember the names of all these, but I don't know. Like the vast majority of them, they look solid, but nothing jumped out and said, "Oh my God, that is the must-have game that I'm absolutely waiting for." Where, you know, Xbox, we had 4 games, but at least 2 to 3 of them, I'm like, oh, I absolutely want to play those when they come out. You know, Doom, 100%. Ninja Gaiden, very sure I'm gonna want to play that. That RPG, depending on how accessible it is, maybe, maybe not. And then South of Midnight, I believe is what it's called. That one I'm pretty intrigued about. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these Sony games, they look solid. And I kind of just want to see a little bit more gameplay on some of them. Because again, a lot of these, you got your Metal Gear, which is, again, I like Metal Gear, but I've never been, super into them. I've never been, like, really great at them. I've played 1 and 2. Never really played 3. I watched a friend of mine when I was in Florida. He played through all the way through 4. That was a pretty neat spectacle for back in the day. 5, I just never got around to. I eventually bought it on sale, but on the PC, but I haven't gotten around to it. It's just one of those big games that I have no clue when I'm ever going to get back to. So yeah, we got Metal Gear, we've got Onimusha. I mean, there was definitely some good stuff there. And especially if you're, into a lot of these series, there was a lot to be excited about. For me, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, I recognize these names and they're neat. But I just really haven't followed them. I haven't had all that many PlayStation consoles, especially early on. I didn't have a lot of money. I chose the N64. I had a PlayStation 1 for a while, but then I had to sell it to get money. Never owned a PS2, but all my college friends did, so I played it through them. PS3 I didn't own until way late in the life cycle, kind of when Last of Us 1 came out, and I'm like, ooh, that and 3D Game Heroes and a few other things like that. And then, PS4 and PS5, that's where I kind of got in a little bit more. I was able to, actually started having an income, so I could actually afford to get some of these. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I will have to mull on it a little bit more. I mean, I would say it's a solid show. There are plenty of games in the next year or two that were announced, and some got release dates, some got launch windows or vague 2025, 2026. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty neat. I'm curious to play some of these, and the advantage of Xbox, you have Game Pass. They do have, I forget what they call the Sony one. They did mention a few of those games were coming to the PlayStation Classics, and some of them were coming to their... I used to have PlayStation Plus, but I just wasn't using it near enough, and they kept jacking up the price, so I canceled it a while ago. But this video has gone on, I would say, long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There will definitely be plenty more to come on the channel. I don't know what kind of accessible games we're going to get. There's 1 or 2 iOS games that I want to play a little bit and see if I can be able to cover them on the channels in the near future. I've got a couple other ones already recorded. PC games, not a lot that I can really think of until April and The Last of Us 2. I said we got a lot of those things in my Steam library that I talked about earlier, and then some. We have all kinds of low vision games coming out. And then, like I said, I keep wanting to do a video for the Envision Ally app, which I will try to, again, I'm, getting back in the vibe of things here with regularly trying to record again. So I would like to cover the Envision Ally app, because there's some really interesting potential, and I'm not going to be able to say everything because I know they're working on a few things in the background that I'm not really probably at liberty to talk much about yet. But there's some really potential interesting, I don't want to say like diversions, but different like use case possibilities that they're exploring. And I literally had a voice chat with one of literally their main developer about a week ago. And so I mean, it's cool. It's really cool to be in on that kind of a thing and just having a direct word with the developer on occasion and just voicing some of my thoughts and ideas and, you know, kind of wish lists. And he actually reached out to me because he wanted to explore a few ideas that I had. So, hey, kind of a humbling feeling, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, I want to get to that. Maybe there'll be a couple other apps or things. There's a couple of websites that I might want to cover at some point that cover like game accessibility, or that cover kind of, you know, that just, you know, I've covered different websites like, you know, the Gemini one or the FS Companion. So maybe I'll cover some, you know, mix some of that stuff in there. But yeah, we're not going to be slowing down. And now, if you'll excuse me, I think I need to wind down for the rest of the day, grab a little bit of chow, putz around a little bit, and go to bed early so I can watch me some Cobra Kai bright and early in the morning. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll try to get it uploaded here as soon as I can and unlocked for you. Give the video a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-cited, Blue Sky at illegally cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I'll chat with everybody again later.